Hello, and welcome to Political Correctness and the Internet, a child-friendly program where we'll be talking about jokes and why they may be hurtful to others. Do you know what political correctness means, kids? Haha, I didn't think so. That's okay, I'm here to help. Political correctness is a cultural value that dictates what is, and what isn't, appropriate to talk about. So how do you know if something is politically correct? Well, you see, it depends on your culture. As a culture, we all have similar values that we all share, things like honesty and respecting other people. The thing is, people are not just part of one culture. No, someone can be a member of more than one culture, and this is where things start to get a little fuzzy. When these cultures have clashing values, a person's sense of political correctness changes. So we've talked about political correctness already. That means now it's time to talk about the internet. Oh, what a joyous place, filled with everything from kittens wearing mittens to hardcore pornography, and everything in between. Today, we're going to be focusing more on the cats and clothes side of the spectrum. But before we get there, I need to make sure you know what a meme is. A meme is a thought, idea, or knowledge that is replicated and transferred and helps synthesize cultural development. You may be asking yourself, why does this matter? Well, sit back and I'll tell you. The internet made memes synonymous with clever pictures accompanied by text. These pictures can be about virtually anything, ranging from reflection about political discourse to shared experiences and sometimes dark jokes. These memes are primarily created and shared in online communities, creating an unique online culture that values content that is witty, shocking, or taboo. Much of the appreciation of these memes stems from their ability to comment on the discourse of society about the subject matter. So we have both pieces. Let's complete the puzzle. We learned that political correctness comes from communal values in a particular culture. We also learned how internet memes have created a new online culture. What then happens when a person's sense of political correctness comes more from their membership in online culture than from offline life? Uh-oh, we've entered the danger zone. Let's take a look at what might happen. Little Timmy is about to show his good friend Jenny a picture he found on the internet.
Yo bro, look at this meme I found on Reddit yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing, bro.
What's wrong with you? That's just sick. So many people died and you're sitting here laughing?
What are you talking about, man? It's hilarious. Do you even get the joke? It's a funny pun and it's actually not making fun of the people who died, just the people who get upset and offended when they are talking about it.
I don't know what kind of websites you're visiting, but that's really messed up. It's not a joking matter. Way too soon, Timmy.
As you just saw, Timmy and Jenny have different senses of political correctness. Timmy spends much of his time online, on Reddit, where he looks at memes all the time and shares jokes with other users. The community he is in values humor and criticizing non-members for treating topics such as 9/11 as taboo. And as a result, he shares those values. Jenny, on the other hand, never goes on Reddit, and her sense of political correctness comes from the values of patriotism and respect in American society. What is appreciated in one culture can be offensive in another. Another important lesson to learn is that people react differently in public, as opposed to when they are using the internet alone and anonymously. Johnny is out with his friends. His friend Ralph found a funny picture and decides to show it to the group.
So, how about that chemistry test coming up?
I hate finals.
Ah.
Dude, check out this picture I found. While Johnny clearly found the image funny, the negative reactions of his peers made him disguise his true reaction, for fear of ruining his reputation with his friends. His friends think he has the same sense of political correctness as them, but they are wrong. Let's take a look at what he really thinks.
Oh man, I just can't get that joke Ralph showed out of my mind. I gotta look them up. These are hilarious. Oh, I'm glad Ralph showed me these. Oh, I have a good idea. I'm gonna make my own and I'm gonna share it, because I'm funny. Oh, but wait, these might offend someone. I don't want to offend anyone. Actually, you know what? I don't even care. It's their own fault for treating it as a taboo in the first place. People need to learn the truth. It's okay to talk about this stuff.
There's a big difference between online and offline culture, with each having different and sometimes clashing values. A joke about 9/11, for instance, can be offensive to one group, who sees it as making fun of the tragic death of thousands of people, while the other group appreciates it, not for making light of death, but because it points out the perceived silliness of treating the topic as taboo. The pressure to act in a manner that conforms with a particular community's sense of political correctness can cause a person to pretend to adhere to it, if only because they fear of damaging their own reputation. So you see, kids, when people's senses of political correctness are not the same, there's potential for drama. Think about that the next time you are going to make a joke. The person might not react the way you expect them to. Tune in next week for our special on the birds and the bees.